Hello everyone, Weather Jamaica here. Welcome to this midday update on what's happening across Jamaica and what's happening with Hurricane Beryl. As you can see, it's 12:09 p.m. Sunday, June 30, 2024. Now if we take a look at the wide view, we can see that we still have 94L across the southwestern Atlantic. We can see that we have Hurricane Beryl right there, getting ready to batter portions of the eastern Caribbean. And we can see the clouds associated with that other system, that's 96L, trying to gather and get its act together as it moves towards the west in the heels of a Beryl. So it's definitely going to try to get a name. Let's see if this gets the name first, or will the system in the southwestern Gulf get that name first. Either way, our focus for this update is definitely on Beryl, and we can see that it has rapidly intensified. It is a category 4 hurricane, and even although it's not being reflected on the National Hurricane Center's website, they're definitely talking about it on their Twitter page, having sustained winds that meet the criteria for category 4. And we can even see the eye associated with it, the upper level cirrus clouds fanning out. That's the upper level high pressure associated with it. So it's definitely in its own little cubicle, its own little environment, and it's definitely thriving as we speak. The high cold cloud tops, the central dense overcast associated with it, any fishers, any boats, ships out there definitely experiencing some high waves as we speak, if they're out there. We can see even the sea right there is definitely a big enough eye, and all of this is pushing towards the west northwest to batter portions of the Windward Islands. If we take a look at the maps right here that show the spaghetti plot, we can see that it keeps the intensity with the way above normal winds, the low pressure in millibars down to 990, 980, especially near the eastern Caribbean. And we can also see that it loses intensity the more west it goes. And even if we take a look at the hurricane model guidance, we can see that there are some that make it even up to category 5 status right there, just at least one or two right there, but majority of it make it up to category 4 in the purple in a sense, as we can see here, and it's already category 4 just as predicted. But let us talk about where it's headed. Let us look at the Euro model and then the GFS model. We're going to be keeping our eye on the timestamp right there. We're just going to be going out to the next 90 hours, and that's about the next 3 or 4 days. And we see Hurricane Beryl here getting ready to slam the eastern Caribbean right there. This is where it should be by 10 a.m. on Monday. Then as it pushes towards the west and northwest, it's definitely going to be skirting the south coast of Jamaica, bring a lot of greens and yellows, represent a lot of heavy rainfall and strong winds. Then by the end of the 90 hours, it should be right there off to the southwest of the island. That's according to the Euro's 6Z run. Let us take a look at what the GFS's 6Z run is showing. You can see that it definitely makes it across portions of the Windward Island, and then we see it making it close to Jamaica, passing the south coast again, bringing the brunt of the weather, because we know the heaviest weather is usually on the top right of the system. We can see that by the end of the 90 hours, it is in a similar position to what the Euro is showing. So it's definitely concerning now. A track similar to Hurricane Ivan, a track similar to Hurricane Dean. Who knows if it will actually cross over the island and hit us. We haven't had a major hurricane in a long time. And we can also see that both the Euro and the GFS has the other system, the area of low pressure right here across the eastern Caribbean in the heels of a Beryl. So who knows where it's actually going to be going. We just have to stay updated to see what unfolds. Either way, both accumulated precipitation forecast maps from the Euro and the GFS bring a lot of rainfall associated with Beryl into portions of Jamaica. The purples up to the pinks that represent anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rainfall, and both the Euro and the GFS models are in consensus with all of the heavy rainfall associated with Beryl. If we take a look at the latest from the Hurricane Center, this is as of 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, which is actually 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jamaica time 10 a.m. And we still see that they have the old map up showing that the maximum sustained winds are at 120 miles per hour. That's category 3, moving west at 21 miles per hour. But I did say earlier that it is already a category 4, because if we even take a look at their Twitter page, NHC underscore Atlantic, if you're not already following that page, please ensure that you do. They've stated reconnaissance aircraft finding Beryl has strengthened into an extremely dangerous category 4 hurricane with maximum winds of 130 miles per hour. So they haven't updated their website as yet with the updated wind speeds and the updated track, because they're still out there, they're still gathering information, and they want to put as much information into the supercomputer models that they have the most accurate forecast to show us whether it's going to be at the 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually 1 p.m. Jamaica time update, or it's going to be at the 4 p.m. Jamaica time update. We'll see exactly what unfolds. Either way, Beryl is a category 4 hurricane, and the probability that it's going to be bringing strong winds to portions of the Windward Island definitely high. With all of these purples represent 90% probability. Jamaica in the 50 to 60 range, still with the edge of the south coast on the 70% range of us getting some tropical storm force winds. And if we take a look at what they're showing regarding their outlook for the next 7 days, we still see that that system across the southwestern Gulf has a medium chance of 50% of development. That system to the east of Beryl has a high chance of 70%. We'll see all of these go up very soon. Either way, we know the next name after Beryl is Chris, followed by Debbie. Alright, so let's change gears and have a look at what's happening across Jamaica. So this morning, we posted on our Twitter page that we were experiencing some isolated showers across sections of Portland, St. Thomas. Now, the clouds are definitely building and setting the stage for the afternoon rainfall across sections of some northern and western parishes, just as predicted. We can see clouds building, clouds already there, as a matter of fact, across St. Anne. Clouds building now across sections of Trelawney, sections of St. James. Hanover definitely going to be getting in on that thunderstorm activity. Hanover already starting to get in on it at the end of these images. We can see it all even better on the latest infrared satellite images that show the thunderstorm starting to pop up across the northwest. So inland areas of St. James, southern St. James, inland areas of Hanover starting to get in on the thunderstorm activity. And they should continue as the afternoon progresses. Alright, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching.